Hi friends, welcome back to another Animal Crossing video. I hope you're all having an amazing day today. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this beautiful stargazing library. It's perfect for those nights when Celeste is on your island and you're on the hunt for some meteor showers, or if you just want a cozy spot on your island to go relax. Before we get started, consider giving this video a like and/or subscribing. And that's all I have to say about that, so let's get started. So you're going to want to start off with about a half of a plot, maybe 2/3 of a plot of land, so a fairly blank canvas where you could fit a few staple pieces of furniture, as well as a third level of terraforming. And as you can see, I already went ahead and added a third level and built a log staircase as well. And I know it can seem kind of daunting at first, but fear not, friends, we will flourish. Yes. And here are some of the items that I will be using for this project. So as you can see, I have some tall lanterns, a crescent moon chair, some wooden bookshelves, in addition to some Nova lights, homework sets, and some log furniture as well. And feel free to use as much or as little of these items as you would like. Animal Crossing is all about exercising your own creative liberty, so please by all means use whatever you have at your disposal and that works best with your island theme. The Animal Crossing world is your oyster. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is to pave out our pathing. So I decided to go with the wooden pathway, and I thought that worked really nicely with a library, and also I feel like it's one of the more underused paths in Animal Crossing, so I thought it deserved some love here. And as you can see, I'm just kind of laying it out wherever I think it looks best and working with the plot of land that I have. But by all means, feel free to use whichever pathing you prefer or that you feel works best with your island. And now that we've done the ground level, let's go ahead and do the top level as well. Now that our main pathing is complete, I'm going to add some custom designs. The theme of my island is very natural and overgrown, so I decided to add these cute little sprouts on the borders of my library, and I think they add a nice little natural element. And I will have all of the creator IDs and QR codes that I used for this project linked down below in case you want to check any of those out. And now we can start decorating with some items. So as you can see, I'm starting with the wooden bookshelves and just pressing them up against one of the walls of my library and putting them next to each other. And it's really funny going back and watching myself struggle with my inventory and putting things in place because there was definitely a lot of struggling. And over here, I'm putting a cedar tree because there just needed to be one there. I sound like Bob Ross. That'll be our little cedar tree friend. Yes. And because we are up late studying the stars, we need to have our chalkboard ready and of course a stack of books to refer to while we study as well. I'm also adding a homework set here. If I had scattered papers, I would have definitely included that DIY recipe for this project as well. Unfortunately, I just didn't have the right material to make it, so I couldn't use it, but that's totally okay. I used what I did have and it still turned out amazing. And here I'm just adding a cherry tree and an orange windflower just to add a few more natural elements and to incorporate some splashes of color. Over here, I'm adding a tall lantern, and I love the way the tall lanterns look for this library. I think they add a very medieval, almost Harry Potter-esque type vibe, and which I really appreciate, and I think they look great in this project. Because we are up late at night studying the stars, we need a place to lounge every now and then, so I'm adding a crescent moon chair for us to do so, in addition to another tall lantern over by the cherry tree. Now let's go ahead and add some furniture. So I decided to use the log furniture items for this project. So here I am laying out a log round table, and when we are up late at night studying the stars, we need to have our coffee ready. So I'm putting a coffee on the table in addition to a stack of books because we just have so much studying to do. So the more books, the merrier. And before I forget, I decided to add some log stakes over next to the cedar tree as well. And it's looking super good so far. Let's add a few more pieces of furniture. So I'm adding a log dining table here, and on top of that, I am going to add a homework set. And because we will be up late at night studying in the dark, we need to have some light, so I'm adding a candle next to that as well. To continue incorporating a more natural theme into my library, I decided to add a single patch of grass here, and where maybe the wood is a little bit worn and some flowers are peeking through. And it's a small touch, but I think it adds so much charm and looks really quite lovely. And we are almost done. We just have a few more items left to go. So I'm adding a tall lantern over by the entrance because you can never have too many tall lanterns. And then here comes the fun part. We get to add our Nova lights. So I decided to make my Nova lights different colors, but obviously feel free to make them all one uniform color or mixed colors as well, whatever you prefer. And as you can see, I'm just going around my library and scattering them wherever I think they look super cute. And of course, no stargazing library would be complete without our telescope. And I felt it was absolutely necessary to go ahead and add some star fragments. So as you can see, I'm just kind of littering my library with star fragments and placing them wherever I think they look super cute, and of course accidentally picking up and moving around items in the process, as one does in Animal Crossing. And I'm also adding them on the hilltops of my entryway so that they can light our way to the beautiful stargazing library that lies ahead. And last but certainly not least, I'm laying down a crescent moon design right by the telescope because you just have to. It just needs to be there. And here is our completed stargazing library. I think it turned out absolutely stunning. It just looks super darling and quite lovely, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you do decide to make your own stargazing library, and if you do, I hope it turns out just as amazing. And I don't know about you, but I think we need to see it at night. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, consider giving it a like and or subscribing, and I wish you all the best of luck designing your islands, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!